To say I'm upset would be an understatement. Over the last day, I put a new CPU cooler on my CPU and I overclocked my PC, gave it some stress testing, and I had to change some OBS settings as well too to give me better performance, you know? Now the overclock is running all well and fine. For all you tech nerds, I'll drop the stats down in the description. But when I was switching my OBS recording back to my original settings, I forgot to put an extra 0 at the end of the bitrate. So instead of recording at 60,000 bitrate, I was recording at 6,000, which may not sound like a lot, but all the footage looked like this, which is not usable. And I recorded for about 2 hours and lost a lot of really good progress, and I'm really upset about it. And I can't just revert the progress and pretend that I never did it, because I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm sad. Time to update you guys on what we did. So aside from the upset, I'm gonna try and take this intro in as jolly as ever. Welcome everybody back to another episode of Satisfactory. Like I said in the intro, you'll see a lot of things here that are different. One thing that I should be updating you guys on, I should probably wait until he comes around. There's the guy off in the distance. So the tractor, to give a little shout out to my boy Sidearms, the Tesla, as I want to refer to it, the autopilot beast, has been AFK on here for about 24 hours in total since the last episode and hasn't fallen off yet. And I want you guys to take a look at what just happened there. That, this little truck station we got set up just yoinked something from it. And I love this concept because for those that don't know, with last episode, which was a very nice break from the parkour, I know you guys don't like parkour as much as I do, and I get that. We're gonna stick off parkour for a little while. We're gonna go back to the core gameplay, but we worked with the truck station and tractors last episode, and these guys can either offload or unload or load on 120 stacks of items per minute, which I originally thought was incremental because of the way the animation has to go. I thought it was maybe something like, okay, once every 10 seconds, it'll offload 24 items, and that would in total make it 120. But no, that's not the case. It's just time-based. So if the tractor, if the tractor passes by this guy for half of a second, it will offload 1 stack of items. If it takes a couple of seconds, it'll offload maybe 4 or 6. So what I've got with this guy, since the tractor is currently bringing over 25 stacks of coal, is I set this dude up in the middle of the pathway so that while the tractor speeds on through, this will pull about 2 to 3 stacks of coal and leave the rest 22, 23 stacks for our base whenever we want to get that set up. So this way I have it passively powering the parkour course, and I've got the conveyor belt Mach 2 lined up here where the coal just feeds into the coal generator. And if you take a look inside the truck station, it works out perfectly because we don't need to fuel this guy. Fuel is fine because the tractor's already got plenty of fuel from that station down there. So it's just a really cool way of powering stuff on the go. So if we wanted to set up like another set of foundations over here and put another truck station, we could have it do the same thing where we set up another coal generator to a completely separate factory, and it'll supply it with 2 to 3 stacks of coal every time this guy comes around. Really cool. Really love how that works, so I don't just have to have the tractor stop for a couple seconds every time. It's nice. Now with all that came a lot of organization. You can see the hub got moved and half of our factory got entirely wiped out. Again, I think this is the first time where I've lost a Satisfactory recording, so kind of sucks, but thankfully we didn't do a disgusting amount. We just did a pretty hefty amount. So I took all the storage containers and I moved all the inventory over to here. I only ripped apart the iron side of things. The copper generator is still running and the limestone generator is still running. Ignore this. I'm gonna remove that. I don't like it, but I wanted to do this to set up for steel production. Because last episode we got steel, and wouldn't you know it, I started building with steel already. In fact, if you take a look at my inventory, I've got 584 steel ingots, a lot of other steel variants like steel pipes and steel racks. And yeah, if you take a look here, we've just already done a good amount. I already unlocked the hub terminal, which you guys can watch the yeet and bad quality. 3, 2, 1. Didn't it make you feel like you were watching it for the first time? So we unlocked the storage container Mach 2 and the conveyor belt Mach 3, which I have to demonstrate how much I love the conveyor belt Mach 3, but I will in a moment. What I want to show off first was just this funny thing that I noticed. So with the storage container Mach 2, if you take a look at the two of them, right? Go into organization here. The default storage container looks like this. Pretty basic. It stores 24 items, and that's just how it is. The storage container Mach 2 costs a different amount of items and looks like this. Basically the same exact structure, same exact material, just upstretched twice as high. It stores 48 items. You can see the difference here. Very beautiful. But it's nothing different than being twice as tall, and that's it. However, the item requirements, while it makes sense for progression purposes that they're not cheap to make, is kind of stupid. Because to make one of these guys, you need, 10 iron plates right here and 10 iron rods. Very simple, 20 items. It's really not a lot. To make one of these guys, you need 15 reinforced steel beams and 15 steel pipes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but let me show you something. To make a steel pipe is just one steel ingot, so that's only 15. That's not a lot, but the encased industrial beam costs 5 concrete per, so remember, you need 15 of these, but one of these requires 4 steel beams, so 60 steel beams, and to make a steel beam, you need 3 steel ingots. That's 180 steel per, and for those that don't know how to make steel, because I didn't show it off in the episode, you need 3 coal and 3 iron ore to make 2. So with that, that's pretty much, what would that be? 200 and, well, yeah, just about 270 iron to make one of those, or 180 steel. Again, 10 iron plates and 10 iron rods compared to 75 concrete and 195 steel. It doesn't make any sense. I love that it's like this because bigger upgraded items like this should not be cheap to make, because then the game loses all like progression value. Difficulty curve. Shoot it up into the sky. I love it. But it just, from a logistical standpoint, it doesn't make any sense. Or a manufacturing standpoint, I guess. My joke is that these 3 beams right here, the only part of this is the 180 reinforced steel beams. And those alone on each side cost 180 steel to make. Maybe, okay? Maybe you need some foundational support to be able to withstand something this tall. Hey, maybe it's not top heavy at all. Maybe it's bottom heavy and it doesn't tip over even in a 9 earthquake. I don't know how the manufacturing process works, but apparently it's a work of art. And the last thing I have to demonstrate, which is the parkour side of me coming out that I absolutely love. Do you guys remember when I first unlocked the Conveyor Belt Mach 2? And I thought to myself that there is no way in hell that your player would actually travel at a double the amount speed compared to standard. And then it, oh shit, the hell is that? The hell just happened? But then it actually does, your player does go twice as fast. Well, the Conveyor Belt Mach 3 moves item at 270 resources per minute. That's comparing to Mach 2, which is 120. This is nearly 4 times as fast as the default conveyor belt. And to no upset, oh, I need steel beams. Yoink, thank you. Wait, oh, I need steel beams. And to no upset, the Conveyor Belt Mach 3 works the same way, where your player does go more than 4 times as fast. So, to show you guys off on what we've done here, this is how fast you go on the first conveyor belt. Gliding along, probably slower than walking speed. This is how fast you go on Mach 2. Pretty quick, does enough for parkour purposes. And this is Mach 3. I'm so happy just watch it one more time, please, for me. Oh, it's so good. And my other favorite thing about it, okay? This has nothing to do with the core game itself. It's just for parkour. Watch this, okay? So note that they all have the conveyor poles in the end. When you just completely let go of the Mach 1, notice that you still stay on because this catches you, right? That's problematic with parkour, but could be used well. Same thing with Mach 2. Hands off entirely. Slipped off that time, but sometimes you don't. hate that I'm trying to demonstrate it now and it doesn't work. But with Mach 3, you're going so fast, you just fly right off of it, which is great because I could demonstrate, but on the part where you're supposed to go from there and jump down into the portal reference, I had to put a bar there because you'd stop at the end and have to jump anyway. This way, if we put down Mach 3s, I could actually have people get flung off. And to demonstrate speed, I set this up with Mach 3, and you can see how fast we go up this thing. It's pretty damn cool. Now that I've caught you up to speed, you can see that I've wiped out half of this place, and that's because we are going to re-engineer our factory yet again, because I want the factory to become the parkour course, but I can't do that quite yet because I need to finish the parkour course. And to finish the parkour course, if I can't say that a million times enough, parkour course, parkour course, parkour course. It's a tongue twister in a way. I need to unlock Mach 4 conveyor belts as well because I want to potentially move this thing over to there somehow. I might keep it there, I'm not sure, but all I know is I want this to be the end level 10 of the course. And once we complete level 10, we're good to go. Some people were saying that I think it would be a really cool idea if I implemented trucks with auto pathing as part of the parkour. And I might replace level 5 with that, where you have to hop on trucks to be able to get to the next location. I think it'd be pretty cool. But I kind of want, like, I don't know. If we're going to be building steel and stuff, I feel like I shouldn't spend as much time waiting to unlock things, and I should just go through this as fast as I can. Because the next 3 tiers, 5, 6, and 7, those are the only ones left in the game for right now. And to unlock those, I need to complete Space Elevator Phase 2, which isn't even that hard of a milestone. It's stuff that's not even new to us, because if I go up here to configure it, we need 150 motors, which is not that hard. I already crafted 50 of these to unlock the Mach 3 conveyor belt. It's just a little bit of steel mixed in with some concrete wire and cable. It's not that big of a deal at all. And then 500 modular frames, which we can make a ton of these as well too. I can do these easily, and this will unlock, I guess, so sorry, not tier 7 yet, but it'll unlock tier 5 and tier 6. And I figure that I kind of want to do that now because looking at this series, I want to keep playing this game for a while, but I realize that I'm taking this at a very disgustingly slow progression. I don't want to stay here forever. I don't want this to become my permanent residence because there are 2 other beautiful, gorgeous biomes that I could definitely want to live in, and I haven't even been to. There's a giant desert and a beautiful, like, purple aura Avatar-esque oasis area that I haven't been to. We're just in, like, we barely traveled at all, man. The farthest that we've gone out to is 500 meters to find coal. So there's a lot to do, and I feel like taking my time and waiting to unlock these things is just gonna kick me in the ass. So let's see what exactly we need then. We need 150 motors, which is 2 rotors and 2 stators. Stators are made with steel pipes, which is essentially 3 steel ingots and 10 wire. It's not that expensive at all. What I need for this, though, is probably, actually, I think I've got a really easy way that I can do this, because these guys aren't powered right now. The coal generator is not running at the moment, but I'm gonna need iron ore to be able to make steel ingots, because you need 3 iron ore and 3 coal. I've got an unlimited supply of coal from the tractor. I just need this to keep going. So what I think I'm gonna do is set up some storage containers. I know, not using storage container Mach 2. What a crime. I don't want to spend that much 180 steel when we don't have a good way of making it back. Let me set up just standard conveyor belt Mach 2s for right now. Where is it? Logistics, if I can click that many times. And let's just get these 3 guys set up on a merger and get a bunch of iron. So here, let's set you up on 6. There we go. So we'll put you over to, that's too long. Right there. 1, 2, to there. We'll set you to go to there. And we'll set you to go to there. And then you go into this. And that's already offloading the 100 that it had. Yeah. Actually, this can be conveyor belt Mach 3, because if it's going to be taking so many items in. Yeah, there we go. That'll help speed up production. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Let's just power this up with some coal and get a ton of iron. All right, with one more hit, and that'll do it. Okay, 500 modular frames. Thankfully, we had more than enough. It was just a time factor. So now with the motors, you guys haven't seen me work with these before, but they're not terribly bad. We need 2 rotors, and a rotor is we're using so many rods, it's disgusting. We need rods for screws, and we need, oh my god, I'm gonna run out of rods. I'm gonna have to reset my factory up. Why did I not just keep my factory running this whole time? Dang it, man. Holy crud. Okay, well, I've got a good amount of stuff in here that none of it is actually gonna be that useful. That's still running, right? Everything's fine? No. That lost power a while ago. Okay, let's go fuel up some more coal. I need to get a lot of iron bars. We're not using reinforced iron plates anymore. So once I can make the rotors, how many of these are we gonna need? Because for a stator, it's, wait, no, a motor rather. Yeah, because a stator is 3 steel pipes, and we're gonna need, oh my god. We need 300 stators. We need 900 steel. That's how much we need, 900 steel. Okay. That shouldn't be that hard to make. Actually, I figure let's make that right now. So in total, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got about 548. Well, exactly 548 steel. So we need 450 more. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's do that. I can already tell that this is just going to continue to be a waiting game. Thank God automation exists in this. I mean, I know it's part of the game, but that took a while. Maybe like 6 minutes or so. A while. We have enough steel now. Now, just to remind myself again, because we need this for the motors, we need 2 rotors and 2 stators. Rotors, you don't use steel at all, it's just the beams. Stators, we just use steel pipes, nothing else. Just want to make sure that I'm already, like, I'm not going to be wasting steel or using it incorrectly. Thankfully, steel pipes are done with only 1 hammer hit, not 4, so this should be a lot faster. So we'll get the steel pipes done, and then just pretty much take every iron bar that I have and just smelt it down. And one more, that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. 900 steel pipes. And the stators, we got 45 of those because we're gonna need so much wire. That's disgusting. All right, probably should put the frames away in here so I've got some more inventory space. Time to go grab a bit of wire that I need. Because what do we need? 10 per... Do I need 9,000 wire? Yeah, I need 9,000 wire, I think. I'm not incorrect in saying that. Hope to God I have 9,000 wire. I should, right? Oh, wait, no, there's more wire in this one, right? Yeah, there we go. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. I think that'll have to do it for right now. Yeah, okay, this should be fun. Actually, wait, no, I was entirely off in my calculations. I only needed 3,000. Not 9,000. Never mind, I need 3, or how much did I say? 5,000? I think I said 5,000. No, I'm completely off. We have enough for 300 stators as it is. So that'll do it. 300 stators, and the motors were, oh, 2 rotors. Forgot I haven't even started crafting those. And then we need, oh god. Okay, we're nowhere close to done. 300 stators, all set up and ready to go. So now we just need a ton of beams to make screws and the beams themselves. I'm gonna go ahead and drop all the wiring that I've got in here just because I don't need it. There's no reason for it. All right, 300 stators. Probably should have put those away first before I grabbed everything. I could just toss that in the trash and put the iron bars over here. And now time to find out if I have enough, which I'm pretty sure I do. I've only kept this thing going for a while, but who knows? I might have ran out at one point. Let's see. None in there. Still a good amount in here. I'm filling my inventory with this shit. There's no reason not to right now. If anytime I need it, oh yeah, I've got enough. Leave 1 inventory space. Okay, how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 10? No, it's 9. 18, 21, 24, 2,500. That should be enough. Gonna stop us as soon as it says I'm able to make 300 rotors. And then we're good. Oh, this is exciting, man. I love unlocking things, and I know that I would love to wait my time out and unlock them gradually, but there's a lot more to this game than I'm giving it credit for. I don't need to be gradual with any of this. There's just so much content. There's so much content, and I don't need to worry about running out of content. That's a YouTuber's worry, is like a game that they love not having enough content. But this is a very, very good alpha, or beta, I guess it is now. It's not alpha anymore. It's so good. I love this game. Looks like it's stopped off right at a perfect point. We got 1 inventory space for the rotors. 300 of these guys coming up. And then we craft the motors. Rotors and motors. Engines and... yeah. Good. While the rotors are being crafted, I'm going to throw out some tech talk right now, because I told you guys that I overclocked my CPU. I got a new CPU cooler. The other one that I had didn't cover the die the whole way, because the threadripper is a huge CPU, but the one I was using only covered like an inner circle. The outer edges were still exposed, and they weren't getting cooled by thermal paste or anything. So lately, with recording and uploading 4K video, sometimes I have to render out a 4K video at the same time I'm recording one, and I haven't been able to do that because my CPU will max out and my clock speed starts slowing down. Everything goes out the window. So since I've been uploading 4K video, the video itself is actually 1440p. It's just rendered in 4K upscaled because it allows for, YouTube allows for higher bitrate. So you guys should notice that in any of these videos when I'm running around, there's no pixelation. It's all beautiful and perfect. However, I'm thinking that, like, with this tweaking that I'm doing, I might swap the graphics cards from my gaming PC into my streaming PC, or my recording PC rather, because I've got a 1080 Ti in my gaming and I've got just a regular 1080 in my streaming PC. I think if I swap them and overclock my 1080 Ti, or at least attempt to, I think I might be able to push 4K recording, because my OBS at the moment, considering I have my green screen working 4K camera scene overlay on top of video, I can't record in 4K. My computer's not strong enough. Motors? Yes, time to get the stators. Let's go, baby. My computer's not strong enough to record in 4K. It can only handle 1440p. In technical terms, the video, or each frame, takes longer to render than it needs to for 60 FPS. I can record in 30 FPS, 4K fine, but not 60. Computer's not fast enough. But considering I use my GPU to record, if I could toss a more powerful GPU into my streaming PC and overclock it a little bit, I might be able to push 4K recording, and then these videos are gonna look like set until 2022 when 8K starts becoming standard. Oh shit. Okay. Well, you guys will hear about that a little bit more up in the next coming episodes. I might mention it at one point, but just letting you know where I'm at right now, because I'm kind of having fun with overclocking. It's fun when things actually work and things run at decently cool temperatures, so you might hear about that, you might see it too. My only worry is overclocking a graphics card, I think, is a good amount harder than overclocking a CPU, because I don't have a custom water cooling loop. My CPU is currently being overclocked on air. It's a Noctua fan cooler, and it's incredible. I love it, but I don't know how it's gonna work with the GPU, because the GPU, I can only work with the fans that it's got, so I don't know. But hey, regardless of tech talk right now, we have what we need to send off for tier 5 and tier 6 on the space elevator. So without further ado, 500 modular frames and 150 motors. Let's load all of these bad boys up and get ready for it. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, baby. This is the yeet of the century right now. Seal it off. So good. And send in 3, 2, 1, yeet! So good. Goodbye. Goodbye. Do I even want to know what the next requirements are? I don't think that I do. Unavailable in early access? What? Wait a minute, what's this shit? Unavailable in early access. It's gonna be in early access for a year. Maybe not, I don't know what the game plan is. All I know is it's gonna be in early access for a while. What's this bullshit? Project Assembly Systems, delivery will unlock tier 7 and tier 8. What the hell? I thought tier 7 was achievable right now. Well, I guess we'll find out. That thing's back down and we're back to normal. All right, well, that's good. Yep, unavailable and early. Are you kidding me? That's fine. Well, let's take a look at our, what is it? X to take a look at this? Yes. Project assembly framework. New project assembly phase framework. Okay, yeah, simple enough. All right, well, let's take a look at what we got here in the next tiers, and I think we're gonna go ahead and end this episode off. If it didn't feel like we did a lot more than crafting, it's because I did do a lot. I just didn't record it, so kind of a, like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. All right, this one's unlocked. I guess it's fine. No tier 7 for us. Tier 5, oil processing. Oh, boy. Fuel. Fuel is either converted into electricity or as fuel for vehicles. We got an oil pump, an oil refinery, plastic, rubber, circuit boards, and crude oil for the scanner. Okay, that one doesn't cost that much. We could get that going pretty soon. And industrial manufacturing. A manufacturer crafts 3 or 4 parts into another part. A truck with a 48 slot inventory and a computer. That also doesn't cost as much for the milestone. And tier 6, expanded power infrastructure. That's a conveyor belt Mach 4. 450 resources! That's disgusting! Holy shit! Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. I cannot wait. And then we got the jetpack as well, too. Slot body allows you to move more freely in the air, and the gas mask allows you to breathe normally in poison gas in a filter. All right, well, those are the next tiers that we got to work with. I still have a couple of things, like with the rebar gun from tier 3 and the improved melee combat. Pretty much anything with melee from tiers 3 and 4 that we could do soon, but 5 and 6, man, that is so much to be done. We don't even have... It's a very good reminder that we are so not far along in this game. We got a lot of shit to do. Well, hey, thank you all for watching this episode of Satisfactory. I'm gonna get this video recorded, rendered out, and uploaded. Then I'm probably gonna overclock my GPU and see how fun that's gonna be. Hopefully it doesn't fail me. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you back next time. See ya!